let's get straight into it. Open Canva and create a new design using a 16:9 video crop. This format is perfect for landscape videos, but you can follow along with a mobile format if you prefer. I've created a custom GPT specifically trained to generate map backgrounds, vehicles, and landmarks for these types of animations. Alternatively, if you prefer to use your own image generator, I've put together a list of prompts which should generate similar results. You'll find the document and GPT linked in the video description. Now let's quickly jump into that GPT and generate the assets we need. Simply select the option to enter a location. Give the GPT your location of choice. Respond with more information when prompted. And bingo, here you have all your assets. Now, before we dive back in, I want to quickly share a tool that's been a game changer for my design workflow. It's called Recraft, and it's a design tool that really stands out. Recraft is an all-in-one AI-powered design platform built from the ground up for designers who want consistency and control over their visuals. It's AI-powered, meaning it's designed for professional workflows, and it's used by teams at companies like Netflix, HubSpot, and Ogilvy. What makes Recraft stand out is that you're not stuck using the same templates everyone else is. You're not just editing the same layouts other creators are recycling. Every visual you create is truly yours, shaped by your prompts, your style, and your creative direction. You can mix and share styles, upload your own references, or use features like vectorization, mock-up generation, and image generation, all in one platform. Whether you're building branded content, social media visuals, or totally original artwork, Recraft gives you the tools to do it without compromise. If you want to try it out, use promo code LILY11, that's LILY11, with the link in the description, so you can try all of Recraft's features for just $1. You can also find the promo code and link in the description. Alright, back to the tutorial. First, place an image of the map as the background on the canvas. Then, add a white rectangle over the entire canvas to give it a clean, uniform base. You'll see why we do this later. Next, open the Elements tab and search for realistic clouds. Place various cloud elements on top of the white rectangle until you've covered the whole canvas. This sets up a subtle textured sky effect that we'll build on in the next steps. Next, duplicate the page we just created. Open the Layers panel and delete the white rectangle so that the map underneath is fully visible. Select each of the cloud layers and move them off to the sides of the canvas, revealing the map to the viewer. This gives a nice reveal effect. While holding Alt on your keyboard, enlarge the map so it's more zoomed in, creating a sense of focus on a specific area. Then add a match and move transition between these two pages with a duration of 3 seconds. This transition will create a smooth zoom effect, drawing the viewer into the map. Now duplicate the second page. Select the map layer and zoom all the way out, resizing it so the entire map is visible and it reaches the edges of the canvas. Before adding another transition, make sure to set the page durations to 8 seconds each. This will give you the maximum duration for the match and move transition. Next, place a match and move transition between these two pages and set it to the longest duration possible. This will create a smooth zoom out effect, revealing the full map and giving a sense of the larger journey. Next, click on the page in the timeline and press Ctrl+D on your keyboard to duplicate the page. This will allow us to continue building the animation seamlessly while keeping the previous elements in place. Now let's add our vehicle to the map. Place the vehicle asset image onto the canvas. In this case, I'm using a camper van for the road trip across Europe. select the background remover tool, then crop in tightly so there's no extra padding around the edges. Position the vehicle at the start of your route, and we're ready to start animating it using a stop-motion method. It's a good idea to find the rough destination for your landmark at this point to make the route more clear as we go through the stop-motion process. Set the page duration to 0.2 of a second to activate the stop-motion process as we move through the European terrain. With the duplicated page selected, adjust the position of the vehicles to follow the path you want them to move along. Once you're happy with the new positioning, press Ctrl+D again to duplicate the page and move the vehicle a bit more along the path. Keep repeating this process, gradually maneuvering the vehicle through the terrain on the map. Continue to duplicate and move the vehicle until it reaches your desired location. In this case, our first stop is France. Now duplicate the page once more. On this new page, place the landmark graphic for your destination. Let's say it's the Arc de Triomphe for France. Remove the background and crop out any other landmarks so that only the Arc de Triomphe remains visible. With the landmark selected, open the Edit tab and give it a shadow effect. Choose the Drop Shadow option and set the parameters to your liking, something like a blur amount of 31, an angle of 75 degrees, a distance of 46, and an intensity of 72. Adjust these parameters to suit your style and ensure the landmark stands out well against the map. Next, press T on your keyboard to add a text layer and type out the word France. Choose a font that complements the style of the map. Here, I'm using the Allegria font for its elegant and readable design. With the text layer selected, open the color selection tool and sample a color from the map. Adjust the hue so it contrasts nicely with the background, ensuring the text is easy to read. Finally, open the Effects panel and apply a shadow effect to the text as well, tweaking the parameters so the drop shadow helps the text pop against the map, making it clearly legible. Now let's animate the landmark and text layers. Click on the landmark layer and, in the Animations panel, give it a pop animation, making sure On Enter is selected. Then, select the text layer and, in the Animations panel, apply the typewriter effect, again ensuring On Enter is selected. Next, continue the stop-motion process to guide your vehicle across the continent to its next destination, Belgium. Once you arrive, repeat the same steps to animate the landmark and text layers just like before, ensuring that On Enter is selected for the animations to maintain consistency. Now that we're in Germany, it's time to switch things up. Let's grab our airplane from the vehicle assets. Choose the overhead style, remove the background, and get ready to continue our stop-motion journey. We'll fly over the Atlantic, altering our direction to land in Dublin Airport, Ireland. Once we're in Ireland, we'll visit a few more landmarks before hopping on a ferry. This ferry asset is something we requested from our custom GPT with a few different angles. That way, as we go through the stop-motion process, we can change the ferry's direction naturally as we move into our port in the United Kingdom. After docking in the UK, we'll check out a few landmarks there. As you can see, we have landmarks set up for all other locations throughout Europe, the UK, and even some in Russia to fill out the map. The possibilities for landmarks with the GPT are endless. Just double-check everything for accuracy. Finally, to wrap up the animation, duplicate the page one more time. Move the clouds back to the center of the canvas and place a white rectangle beneath them. Give the rectangle a fade animation so that we end up with a completely white page, perfect for adding text, credits, or a call to action at the end. Now, let's preview the finished product. By the way, if you'd like to know how to add the music and sound effects, you can find out here. To get this royalty-free music track, along with the full Canva template and GPT for this animation, click here. Until next time.